Let's be real. You hear it everywhere, every single day. The message is loud and clear. Use AI. It's all over the news, it's flooding your inbox, your whole industry is buzzing about it. But in all of that noise, there's one really big question that kind of gets ignored.
What's the actual plan, right? How do you go from just hearing about AI all the time to actually confidently and effectively using it in your day-to-day work, without feeling totally overwhelmed or just lost about where to even start?
Well, that's exactly what we're doing today. We are cutting through all the hype to give you exactly that, a clear, structured, and honestly a doable blueprint. And look, this isn't just a random list of tips. This is basically a professional curriculum designed from the ground up to get you running with AI the right way.
We're going to build this blueprint in 4 key stages. First up, we'll start by laying the AI foundation. Then, we're going to move on to mastering your toolkit. From there, we'll see exactly how to put AI into practice. And finally, and this is so important, we'll cover the critical guardrails to make sure you're using these tools safely and effectively.
Okay, so first things first. Before you can really master any tool, you have to know what job it's for, right? So for this first section, we're defining the goal. What are we actually trying to accomplish with AI in our professional lives?
So the number one goal here is not to be replaced by AI. It's to become an AI-enhanced professional. Just think of AI as this incredibly powerful assistant that's here to augment what you already do best. It's there to automate those tedious, repetitive tasks and help you find new insights, which frees you up to focus on your core skills and the really strategic work.
So what does that actually look like day to day? Well, it looks like solving some of the most common headaches in our workday. I mean, AI can be an absolute game changer for drafting emails and reports, for digesting those super long documents you never have time to read, for kickstarting a brainstorming session, or even for making sense of really complex data. The key here is that it just slots right into the workflow you already have.
All right, so our foundation is in place. We know the why. Now it's time to open up the toolbox. In Section 2, we are going to master the practical skills for actually talking to these powerful new systems, prompts, context, and of course, the tools themselves.
And the good news is, it is way simpler than you might think. Getting really great results from AI, it honestly just boils down to 2 key steps. First, you've got the prompt. That's just your clear instruction telling the AI what you want it to do. And second, there's the context. That's the specific info, like your documents or data, that you give it to work with. A great prompt plus the right context. That's the magic formula for a great result.
Which brings us to choosing the right tool for the job, because they're not all the same. For general brainstorming or creative tasks, something like ChatGPT or Gemini is perfect. They have this massive knowledge base. But if you're working inside your company's own documents and emails, Microsoft Copilot is literally designed for that. And for research where you absolutely need to check your facts, a tool like Perplexity is fantastic because it actually cites its sources for you.
So, we've got the foundation and we have the tools. Section 3 is where it all comes together. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's all about building real-world workflows that use AI to make you faster, smarter, and way more efficient. Let's just walk through a simple example. Imagine you have a whole bunch of raw data files. Instead of spending hours buried in a spreadsheet, you can now just input those files, prompt the AI to analyze them for key trends, ask it to draft up a summary of what it found, and then, this part is absolutely crucial, you step in to edit and finalize that draft into a polished report for a client. That's a perfect AI-integrated workflow.
Let's apply this to something we've all done, making a presentation. I mean, think about the before AI world. That could be hours of manual research, writing every single slide from scratch. Now, in the after AI world, you can just give it a source document and get a structured outline with key talking points in minutes. The jump in efficiency is just enormous.
Okay, this brings us to our final and maybe the most important section of the blueprint. Using AI effectively is one thing. Using it responsibly, well, that's everything. These are the guardrails that are going to make sure you're using these powerful tools with integrity and, of course, with safety.
Always keep these 3 principles in mind. First, ethics and just professional conduct. Make sure your outputs are appropriate and reflect your standards. Second, security. Are you protecting sensitive info? This is huge. Never paste private client or company data into a public tool. And third, fact-checking. You have to verify the information AI gives you. A good way to think about it is to treat it like a brilliant intern who is sometimes wrong.
Which all leads back to this one single vital idea. AI is a tool.
It is not an oracle. The most important part of any AI-assisted process is you, the human in the loop. Your judgment, your expertise, your final sign-off. That's what makes this whole thing work. AI assists, you decide.
And there you go. That's the whole thing. You've got the foundation, you've got the toolkit, the practical workflows, and the essential guardrails. You now have your complete blueprint to become an AI-enhanced professional.
So really, the only question left is for you. The blueprint is ready, the framework is there. What's the first thing you're going to build? What task, what project, what new idea will you tackle first?